starry night sky, the desolate mountains stood silent. But the whispers of an ancient prophecy echoed through time. Deep within these mountains, glowing runes shimmered faintly, carved into jagged rocks by an unknown hand. The prophecy spoke of a guardian, a creature of immense power, destined to rise when darkness covered the land. In the dim light of a cavern, a massive dragon lay dormant. Its emerald scales, dulled by centuries of sleep, awaited their purpose. Above, the ruins of a once thriving kingdom stood as a reminder of a world overtaken by shadow. Lurking in the distance, creatures born of darkness crept ever closer. As despair grew, villagers fled their burning homes, pursued by shadowy forms. But as hope dwindled, the golden glow of the prophecy stirred within the mountains. Slowly, a dragon's eye flickered open, casting a light into the void. The guardian was waking. The ground trembled as cracks formed around the dragon's ancient resting place. With a mighty stretch, its colossal wings unfurled, sending cascades of dust and debris into the air. As the glow of ancient runes intensified, intricate patterns etched across its scales came alive, pulsating with golden light. With a deafening roar, the dragon declared its return. A sound so powerful it echoed through the heavens. Emerging from the cavern, the guardian scattered boulders in its wake. Golden light streamed from its body as it soared into the skies, wings cutting through the clouds. From below, villagers gazed in awe as the dragon ascended, its form silhouetted against a radiant sun. For the first time in centuries, hope was reborn, but the kingdom remained under siege. Shadowy creatures poured into an enchanted city, spreading chaos through its streets. In the midst of the turmoil, a young child hid away from the creatures, waiting for the dragon to come. Desperation grew as a villager lit a signal fire on a distant hilltop, its flames a plea for salvation. Far above, the dragon's sharp eyes caught the glow of the fire. With a swift turn, it changed course, wings slicing through the wind. Descending with precision, the dragon let out a roar that scattered the shadows below. Its claws, glinting in the moonlight, tore through ranks of the advancing horde. As the battle raged, fire built within the dragon's chest. Glowing through its scales, it unleashed a devastating torrent of blue and orange flames, incinerating the shadowy creatures in an instant. Its tail swept through the remaining foes, leaving destruction in its path. As the runes on its body glowed brighter, the shadowy creatures retreated toward a dark rift on the horizon. With one final, earth-shaking roar, the dragon signaled its triumph. The battle was won, but the darkness had not yet been vanquished. With the shadowy horde defeated, the villagers emerged from hiding, gathering beneath the dragon in awe and gratitude. Their cheers echoed through the valley. Among them, a small child stepped forward, bowing deeply. The dragon, with surprising gentleness, lowered its massive snout and nudged the child, its body glowing softly with warmth. Far in the distance, the dark rift that had brought forth the creatures began to seal shut, its power fading under the dragon's watchful gaze. Perched high above on a mountain peak, the dragon surveyed the kingdom below. Glowing embers floated through the air as the sun dipped toward the horizon, painting the sky with hues of gold and crimson. In celebration of their savior, the villagers lit lanterns, their lights rising into the night sky like stars. As the dragon let out one final roar, it marked a new era of peace for the kingdom. Though the land was now at peace, the guardian's work was never done. With a powerful beat of its wings, the dragon ascended into the clouds, disappearing into the horizon. In a quiet village, a young storyteller began to recount the tale of the eternal guardian, ensuring its legend would live on. But above, shadows stirred once more, forming in the clouds, a silent reminder that new threats would one day rise. As if sensing the coming storm, the dragon appeared briefly, circling above its kingdom before retreating to its eternal watch. Perched atop a mountain bathed in moonlight, the guardian waited, ever vigilant. Below, the kingdom glowed with peace and prosperity. The tale ends with a promise. When darkness returns, the eternal guardian will rise again. The eternal guardian, protector of realms. The legend lives on.